Okay.
All right.
Grandness.
You wanted to know who Charlemagne the God's donkey of the day is, okay?
Yes.
Well, each day he has a donkey of the day. See, I had to move it over because I don't know.
You got to show the donkey's face.
Show the donkey of the day. Mm-hmm. A Nebraska funeral worker was fired after using a sex doll of a dead man he was tasked to collect. Now, this man is a funeral home worker, okay? Mm-hmm. And apparently this man in this apartment passed away.
Okay.
And so I guess they called them to come get him. They didn't even need the coroner, I guess. He's dead. Mm-hmm. So they picked him up to take him to the funeral home, this man, whoever he is. And the man had a sex doll. Ooh. This worker guy saw the sex doll. She caught his eye. And he saw it. And he was like, oh, okay. And he wanted to take the sex doll. He said he needed to take it for evidence or something.
Evidence for what?
And the manager, the apartment manager said, no, you can't take anything out of the house.
Yes.
Because it's an investigation, whatever, with the police.
Wow.
So this guy comes back, I think at night or something. And he comes in, breaks in or whatever. And he decides he wants to have sex with the sex doll. So the manager shows up.
You a donkey.
The manager hears some commotion going on. He must live in the building or whatever. And he comes over there, and the man is, disheveled.
Doing his thing.
No, I guess he didn't catch him in the act. He's disheveled. He's putting his clothes back together. And he says, I had to come back here because this doll, I have to bring this doll in for whatever, evidence. The manager said, get out of here already. You and this sex doll.
Oh, my goodness. Didn't I say get out of here?
So it says later that day, Smith allegedly called the property manager and claimed that the sheriff's office was sending him back over there to collect the doll and swab for some DNA.
Yes.
The bizarre request was immediately shut down from the apartment manager. This apartment manager is like, I can't do it.
What is wrong with this guy? Okay.
So again, that's why I said the apartment manager stumbled upon a disturbance, and that's when he heard some noise coming out of the unit. And the deadbolt and the lock chain was off. Smith then allegedly walked out with his clothes shoveled and warned the manager he would return with a warrant for the doll.
He really want this doll. It must be a lifeline.
So the manager got sick of this. He called the police department to report him, saying he was worried that the funeral worker would return and break in again and steal the doll.
I wonder if this is
Investigators arrived and noticed that several items inside the unit had been moved since the death of investigation had started. The crime lab admits to processing fingerprints lifted from the moved items and is planning to request DNA samples from the doll. So he's getting ready to be tried for interfering.
Messing with the evidence and touching
stuff. So Charlemagne...
Now he works with dead people. Does he do anything to those dead people?
I know.
If not doing it to a doll.
Charlemagne gave him Donkey of the Day for several reasons. One, obviously, because he keeps wanting to go back to this doll. But the dead man was having sex with the doll. You having sex with a doll, a dead man was having sex with. Well, we know that happens. So
have those dolls.
That dead man's semen is in the doll. So you're having sex.
Is the doll made like that?
Yeah, they hold all of that. So he's having sex with a doll that the dead man was having sex with. Ooh. He gets a donkey for that too.
Yeah,
and he gets a donkey for keep coming back trying to get this doll.
What is about this
doll?
And
he gets a donkey because Charlemagne said, why can't he just write down he could have just took a picture of the make and model of the doll and bought a doll. If he said it's not like a human. It's only one of a kind of us.
You can buy it.
You can buy that doll.
He had no money probably. He figured the man's passed away. I can just take his doll.
What was it about this doll?
She must have been a pretty looking doll.
But you can buy that doll.
And it makes me wonder with him working with deceased people, if he's doing things with them.
I know.
You donkey man.
So he gets Donkey of the Day. Donkey of the Day.
Oh my God, that's Donkey of the Day.
So we give him Donkey of the Day.
And just to think, there's a lot of people like him on this earth.
I know.
Weird.
All right, so that's it. Let me see if anybody said anything, and then you can close us out in prayer.